What's up guys, Shane here. So wanted to talk about this real quick. This is an Outon folding camp stove, and there's a ton like it. I went with one of the ones with the hinges is what I was looking for, so I didn't have to kind of jigsaw mine together. The idea of doing that, I do a lot of winter camping, and even though right now most of the time I stay a little bit closer to my car, I always have a buddy just in case I don't want to have to worry about hypothermia, messed up fingers, freezing, trying to build a tiny little stove, and yeah, whatever. Moving on from there, I did make some modifications. You might notice some if you've seen these before, if you have one right off the bat, which would be this little guy right here, this little notch. And if you notice, there's one on every side of it. So you may ask, Shane, why'd you cut little notches in your thing? And I will say because of this. So you take one of these guys, I got the cross brace, and you can kind of see on this one where I measured it out. There's probably a better, cleaner way to do it. I drew a little line and just kind of worked little by little till I got to where I needed it. And just so y'all know, all these mods came courtesy of Dremel. And I used one of these Dremel Easy Lock metal cut things. These were actually just the right thickness to create that hole, and I just kind of rocked it back and forth a little bit just to widen it up a little bit more. And any sanding I did, which I'll talk about that, I did with just your little average Dremel drill bit. Love Dremel. Probably the most useful tool I've bought ever. Probably not, but I'm gonna say it is for now. So why did I do that? Because of this. We're gonna build this thing up real quick. Sorry if my camera's gets wacky. And that slides in there. This little guy is going to go on here and slide in. So now you may notice that now that these are in, it is actually level. So before, without the notches, it wasn't level. It supported. And let me get my little guy right here. And when I put my little, sorry, working rolling handed. When I put my little cooking pot on there, it would kind of rattle around. I didn't feel it was stable enough, but as you can see, now that it's on, it's a little bit more stable. The center still rocks a little bit, but now it can actually be supported by these outside guys and not just by the little cross thing. So that's why I did that. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's a very useful mod for stabilizing it. I'm going to use this here in a few weeks when I go camping with my buddies, and I'll let you know how all that worked out. So the other thing I did is I took my Dremel and I sanded down all these little edges just so that it's not quite as sharp. You can see I'm running my finger over it and it's a lot smoother. I just kind of didn't like the idea of catching it the wrong way and cutting my hand. Again, I don't really want to get injured when using my equipment. So yeah, now the one thing I did do is on this little guy, I left the backside pretty sharp. And if you see my knife over here, you'll probably be like, why is the knife involved? And now I'm going to show you. So I'm going to switch over to my little stand here, which should hopefully give just the right angle. I'm going to move this. There we go. So hopefully that's in focus. And I'm going to take out this guy. You should all know this. This is your ferro rod. The reason I left that is you put it right there and bam, look at that. So right there I could put my starter, my kindling right at the front, and I can actually spark down into the stove and make it a little bit more efficient when I'm lighting it is hopefully the idea there. I will try that and I'll let you know how that worked out. Though I'm expecting that should probably work pretty darn well. But yeah, just a couple ideas for the stove as to some modifications you can make to work with stability, to hopefully prevent any type of injuries, and to, I guess that's not really a modification, but some usage to make your fire starting a little bit more efficient. So that's all I got for today. Have a great day.